What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each every week or however you listen to podcasts. If you're a first-time listener, I'd like to thank you oh so much for giving my show a try. And if anybody recommended you to me, go ahead and pick up your mobile device of choice or whatever have you. I mean, they got smart TVs and all this other crap. And use your social media app of choice to send them a well-crafted DM telling them thank you for recommending you to me. Speaking of social media, you can find the Random Ramblers with Rob on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at The 3R Show, YouTube 3R Show, Twitch 3R Show. I mean, you're getting the theme here. 3R Show is the thing on just about every social media platform, even on Facebook. Look for 3R Show and I'll be there. Now, joining me, and
you can
we had this conversation a couple of seconds ago before we got started recording properly. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it. But joining me is another young man from across the seas and everything. Another fellow fan of professional wrestling like I am, and I got to see a little bit of his content, and he's looking to break into social media, so why not a better place than the Random Realms with Rob to do such a thing? Join me.
I believe in you, man.
Think I'm gonna get
it right?
The curator of Ringy Top 5 on Instagram is on the screen. You should be able to see it.
You got it, man.
Faisal.
You got it.
I got it. I got it. See, man, and for those who are long-time listeners of the show, you know I have a hard time just pronouncing names in general. It doesn't matter where it's from.
It's not that easy, man. That's the problem.
Yeah, this is the name he allowed me to say. So. Yeah, but how are you?
I'm very well, Mr. Rob. And by the way, no pun intended to your show, I like to ramble a lot. So I'm very well and okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a thing that I seen when I was going through some of your social media stuff or whatever. How well of English that you speak? I mean, did you go to school for that, or was it taught in school, or?
Unfortunately, and luckily at the same time, I took the English language, or picked up the English language, I should say, from wrestling. That's how much I love the biz, And as to school and everything, it was fine. It was okay. But, I needed to blend in with the wrestlers and stuff. I mean, not personally. I mean, through the TV. That's the only place that I can blend in with them. That's it. So that's how I picked up my language from wrestling.
Wow. So, I mean, that's amazing because right now I'm currently trying to learn a second language, Spanish, because here in Texas is a lot of the Latin community here. So I mean, I deal with it on a daily basis at work, so I'm trying to pick up bits and pieces here and there, and I learned through an app. So for you to learn through watching television, I mean, how many hours did you put into that or whatever?
Here's the thing. When somebody asks me how to learn, let's say, any language, since you're trying to pick up the Spanish language, here's my tip, okay? Try to watch more content for and in that language, and try to just memorize it. No need to understand what they're saying. So that's what happened with me at the beginning. I was watching the Stone Colds and the Rocks and the Undertaker. So I was just memorizing what they were saying. I don't get what in the blue hell, like the Rock says, are they saying. I'm just going, okay. So why? I wasn't asking why should the Rock say blue hell? Why can't he say red hell? Or just hell. Yeah. So I was just memorizing the catchphrases, the promos. So you just need to have recordings, in your brain. That's it.
Now that's funny you say that because you talk about the era of professional wrestling to where we had Rock and the Stone Colds and Kurt Angles and all those guys that were prevalent on the scene.
Yeah.
that was a lot of filthy language at the time, man. So I mean,
Oh man. Oh man,
I
tell me
don't.
about it. You know
So
what?
I mean,
When I get back to the Attitude Era and I watch some promos and they
mhm,
plead the words, I try to follow some links, trying to figure out what they were saying, and I
uh,
get surprised as hell. Like, how dare you say that? You know,
yeah,
they were over the top.
yeah. So did that get you in trouble? Because I mean,
No.
I imagine you were younger when you watched this content. So I mean,
Yes.
for you to repeat some of those bad words, maybe.
Well, Mr. Rob, I was repeating it to some of my friends in school, so I
Oh,
was
okay, I get you.
I was fine. I was pretty fine. Yeah.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right, well that's cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, you took in the content. I mean, you learned the language of it and everything. But what was the instance that introduced you to professional wrestling? So when did you find it and you was like, oh, this is my jam?
Yeah. Okay. So look, here in Saudi, as
Hmm.
you guys call it, we call it Saudi Arabia, but you,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
call it Saudi. So here in Saudi, most of the families they got introduced to wrestling way before they were kids.
Hmm.
The first time I saw wrestling, that was, I guess, 1998.
Hmm.
So it was at the peak of the Attitude Era. So that was the time that I started watching wrestling, but I wasn't like a normal fan or, um, I wasn't watching it weekly. So
Hmm.
the first time that I thought that's it for me, that's the show that I need to see every week, was probably 2008, and I haven't stopped watching it ever since. Till now,
Okay.
I'm a fan. Till now, just
Yeah.
drop me any name, drop me any scenario, drop me anything. I can hit you with it.
Yeah, it was kind of the same for me. It was just kind of spotty in the beginning
Yeah.
because I didn't find wrestling in the traditional sense that a wrestling fan would. So what I mean is, I found wrestling through Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
but not Hulk Hogan, the professional wrestler. I found it through Hulk Hogan, the actor. I seen his movies before I seen him in a wrestling
Oh,
ring.
okay. Yeah.
So I knew him as an actor. I didn't know him as a professional wrestler. And then when I went to a video store to rent a movie, I seen him on a WrestleMania cover. And I was like, what is this WrestleMania? And then I rented it. It was professional wrestling. I was like, oh, this is way better than his movies. And
Yeah.
then, I've been hooked ever since.
Um, just to take you back, today I was talking to some of my friends, and they were asking me the same thing. They were telling me, when did you start watching wrestling? I told
Hmm.
them it was the year 2000.
Yeah.
When we used to put the TV at the corner, at the top, and small TV. Yeah. So who, who was who was there when I was watching? You got the American Badass.
Hmm.
You got Kane. You got The Rock and Stone Cold. And that's the first time that I said, "Oh my God, they're heroes."
Hmm.
Back then I wasn't hooked with Spider-Man and Superman and all that. I was
Hmm.
just figuring out. Okay, there's Undertaker, there's Kane, there's The
Yeah.
Rock, Stone Cold, uh, and then Brock and all the other people that came around, and Super Cena, of course, not to forget. Yeah, too many superheroes. So
Yeah.
that was the first time that I started seeing that type of, let's say, violence at the time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you talk about you weren't really into Spider Man and all those kind of other characters. You kind of gravitated more toward professional wrestling. I look at your wall back there. I see you got different media posters and everything. I want to ask you a little bit about that. You got House up there, Lost,
Listen,
Toy Story.
listen. Guilty as charged. Okay, I love Marvel and DC,
Hmm.
and what I was trying to say is, back then, I didn't
Yeah.
know any superhero other than Spider-Man. But
Okay.
now, man, I've seen the whole Marvel movies. I've seen Avengers.
Oh yeah.
I cried
Yes.
like a baby for Iron Man.
Oh.
Spoiler alert. I cried, man, okay? I'm telling you the truth. As for DC, I love Batman, man.
So
Batman all
what do
the
you
way.
think about the new movie then? The new version that they're coming out with, I think is what Robert Patterson, the guy from Twilight, playing Batman now.
Listen, I'll tell you the same thing that Kristen Bell said. He said that because he got already too much hatred as
Yeah.
to taking the role. So
Hmm.
Kristen Bell said something very interesting. He said, "Remember Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
He got the
Exactly.
same heat, the
Hmm.
same hatred. They went all like, oh my God, this guy does romantic movies and comedies. How come he's the Joker? And look
Hmm.
what happened. So that's
Yeah.
the same thing that probably, hopefully, I pray to God that will happen with Robert.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm hoping it will be at least okay. You know,
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna still watch it. So yeah.
I'm patient, man. I've been watching wrestling for more than 10 years. I can be patient
Mhm.
for a movie, so that's
Yeah.
fine by me.
But we talk about the different media up there on your wall. What is the significance of those items back there?
Well, you caught me. It's most of them are actually TV shows that I've watched, such as Lost and Toy Story. Well, that's not a show; that's a movie. I didn't watch House. I watched. Let's check. Okay, Game of Thrones. You can't see Game of Thrones; it's on the other end.
Yeah.
And Breaking Bad. Some of them are belongings to my brothers, so that's that's the whole family's vibe, that you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. But my most favorite, the one that I'm covering, The Lion King, man,
Oh yeah.
Lion King all
Everybody
the
loves
way.
that one.
I scream, look, daily when I go, really daily when I go to my job, the first thing that I play in my car is The Lion King. Not Savannah.
Good.
I hold the
That's
cup
great.
and I go all like this and I got you, baby. So the Lion King all the way.
Now, we time moves on so much, and so is technology and everything, and
Yeah.
then Hollywood is just this crazy place to where it seems like nothing original comes around. But in the vein of The Lion King, they made this beautiful rendition of it, for the CG form of it. I
Yeah.
mean, what did you think of the new movie compared to the old
Look,
movie?
Rob, uh, I'm going to tell you my opinion, but
Hmm.
when you come and you ask my brothers or sisters and you ask them and you say, what do you think? Did he like the movie? Did he enjoy it? They will go, dude, that's his poison. That's his love. That's his life. Of course he loved it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I won't be biased, to be honest, because I love the
Okay.
movie. I'm crazy about the movie. When I was a kid, when I was 6 or 5, and they went and when they go to work, they will leave me in front of the screen watching The Lion King for 6 hours, repeating it. Dude, I know the whole scenario now. I know when Simba meets up with Scar at the end. I know what he's saying to him. I
Hmm.
know what he's gonna say. I know what how is he going to breathe when he. I'm crazy about the Lion King. Trust me, you don't even know. This is just
Hmm.
a small taste of what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, but did you like the new one as much as the old one? Like the with the new graphics and all this other crazy stuff.
Yeah, here's the thing about the new one. I know that many people hated it since there is no reality in the movie. They were looking for some reality or some, I don't know, some
Hmm.
real animals crying or something. But for me, I enjoyed it because here's the thing. when we were kids, we didn't watch it the way you guys watched it. We watched it
Mm.
in Egyptian language,
Oh, okay.
which is, with all due respect to you guys, so freaking beautiful.
Mm.
The feelings, the emotions. I'm gonna hook you up with some links, and you have to,
Mhm.
give you some examples of their singing, like "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" and the beginning. You will be surprised. They are
Okay.
so talented. I'm not, to be honest. I am
Mhm.
much more invested in the American product and all
Mhm.
from outside the kingdom, with all due respect. But
Mhm.
regarding Disney, um, the Egyptian language is over the top. You'll love it if you somehow, some way manage to learn
Yeah.
our language. You'll enjoy the movies. It's amazing. So when I watch the real one, that's a new challenge for me. So since I know
Mhm.
"Can You Feel the Love Tonight" in Arabic, I need to know it in English. So that was my new
Yeah.
challenge. So that was so emotional for me. I loved it. I loved it, and I saw it in 3D. It was so amazing, so exciting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good for the technological marvel that it was. It was just like those. I thought those animals was real as hell. you
that's
know,
what I thought, man. That's what I thought.
and that
That's
was
what
kind of
exactly thought.
and that was kind of the crutch to it as well because when you look at the original, the animated, the cartoon Lion King, I mean
Yeah,
those lions, those cartoons displayed a lot of emotion or whatever. They smiled, they
exactly.
frowned, they cried. But I mean, do you see a real life lion doing those same emotions? Not really. And I think the only two emotions or three emotions I seen from a lion is when he was asleep, when he was getting ready to pounce, and when he was chewing on a zebra ass or something like that. That's the only
That's
three emotions I know from a
yeah.
real lion.
That's the thing that people thought that they were missing, the new version. Some friend came up to me and he was like torturing me with comments. And he's making me feel like I was the director or something. So he was going on, why Simba is crying without any tears? I'm telling him because lions don't show any tears. I guess that's what I know. And he went on like, no, 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 no. Remember the cartoon when he used to
Yeah.
cry, there were tears
Hmm.
dripping down his face. But so where are the tears? That's why I don't like it. I told him,
Yeah.
dude, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I loved it. Do you know how many times I've seen it in the movies? In the movies, not in my house. 5 freaking times.
Hmm.
I know that sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, that's how much I love the movie.
Okay. So I mean, outside of professional wrestling, I mean, we'll get back to Ringy top five, but outside of professional wrestling, we found your love and affinity for the Lion King in a media of that like or whatever. But what other hobbies and interests do you have as well?
Like I said, there's Disney,
Hmm.
which owns Marvel, I guess, and DC,
Okay. And half of the world.
I guess, and all of my heart. Uh,
I like that.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah, and DC, and I'm a movies guy and TV shows guy. I got hooked so much with Game of Thrones.
Hmm.
I loved the craziness and the director. I loved how he wasn't that, hooked with the actors. You know,
Hmm.
you know how they do it in Hollywood. It's
Yeah.
like when you see a movie for Batman, Batman will never die.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that was over the top regarding Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It was
Everybody died.
everybody died, man. But here's the thing. Here's my opinion. Okay, everybody died, but we all know who's Batman or Spider-Man or Superman in the story. It's Jon Snow.
Hmm.
Yeah, because he died and he came back from the dead, and so I went on like, oh, Hollywood, of course. Where am I? Of course he will do that, you know.
Hmm.
But it was a good show, amazing show. Now I'm mid, uh, I think, in the fifth season of Mad Men.
That was a show I never really got into. I mean, I heard so much about it.
It's good,
I've
man.
seen the commercials and all this other stuff, but I never really took the time to sit down with the material.
It's good,
It,
man.
it was just,
Yeah,
it was the same thing with The Sopranos. I mean, everybody
I didn't
say The
see it.
Sopranos.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so good. High five.
yeah. I didn't
Good.
see
I
it, but
mean,
Mad Men. Look, here's the thing with Mad Men. Mad Men kind of reminds me of Breaking Bad. You know, they're building
okay.
for the last episodes. So basically, you will watch like I don't know, 6 or 8 episodes without any excitement whatsoever. It's a cold scenario, you know.
Hmm.
They're just showing the guy coming back from work, getting laid with his wife or some lady, and gets back to work. And at the end of the season, there's the big news. That's it, you know. Just like Breaking Bad. With
Hmm.
all due respect to Breaking Bad fans, I know you're one of them, I guess.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I didn't like it as much. I respect
Yeah.
it though. I love Brian,
Yeah.
but I didn't love the show. I just respect it. You know, I respect
Hmm.
the idea behind it, the brains that were acting in it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, that was a concept that was like way foreign to me. It's just like, all right, a chemistry teacher that has cancer that starts selling crystal meth. I was like, wow.
To provide for his family.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
Oh
I
man,
mean,
yeah.
because I mean, it plays with the human emotion because I mean, he was pushed to his limit, and
Is that enough?
unfortunately, yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, healthcare system and the insurance stuff here is not all that great. So
Yeah,
he did what he had to do to provide, but he got swept up in that life, though.
yeah. Look,
It,
I think I'm gonna rewatch it because that's how much I love Brian.
mhm,
Because look, here's the thing with me as to TV shows. I'm so loyal to a TV show.
mhm.
How, however, uh, whether it was bad or good, I'm gonna stick to the end. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if I slept through the episode, if I skipped the episode. I don't care. I'm staying loyal. I'm not gonna leave you. I'm staying with you till the end, just like Lost.
Yeah.
Lost.
Mhm.
If I can say, fucked up my brain, like legit.
Mhm.
I swear to God, when I was watching it with back in the day with my friend, I used to say, "So are you ready for the exam? Yeah, let's do some exam, okay?" And we play Lost, and we don't have a clue what they're doing.
Mhm.
By the way, when some of my friends, because they didn't have the chance to watch it, ask me what's the story, I tell them about the season where they go back in time so they can meet their future selves.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So now I am lost because I never seen Lost and I did not know that was an element of the show. I mean,
That's
you're
the
not
element.
spoiling nothing for me,
That's the
but that's
idea.
crazy.
That's the idea of the show. It's to make you lost
Hmm.
by lost people. No pun intended. That's what they're
Yeah.
doing. You know, they're a bunch of lost people that will make you lose your brain, that will make you lose your, you know what, and
Yeah.
then at the end, you will go like, oh my God, I'm lost, just like them. Honestly, listen, when you go to YouTube and you search Lost, you will find, I swear to God, you will find this to this day. You will find some people trying to teach you or explain the ending or the whole show for you. The whole show. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
moment that I told you, going back in time,
Yeah, you got me there.
I found a guy explaining that exact moment. He was trying to tell the people that Okay, so I'm the guy. I met somebody in the past. I'm trying to tell that somebody to meet my mom from the future, trying to explain to her that I'm her son from the past. Man, I got sweaty just talking about it. It's
Yeah,
it's the hardest show you will ever watch. I swear to God, you'll get lost.
yeah.
Yeah,
I might take it up. I might take it up.
yeah.
Um, do you like any like cop dramas or anything like that? Because I do have a recommendation for you if you're up to it.
Mad Men is cop drama.
Yeah, like police and everything like that.
Okay, hit me up. Yeah.
It's a series and it's kind of like almost wrestling and kind of Marvel-y like,
Uh
but
huh.
it's a series called The Shield.
I heard about it.
Yes, Detective Vic Mackey is a very good show, and it's 7 seasons, and I highly recommend it.
Really.
Hmm.
I'll be sure to tune in. Speaking of, because I was gonna tell you about that, I had a video game, the Shield video game. I
Okay.
had the video game. Speaking of video games, by the way, my man, I've seen you playing Div Jam.
Oh man, you see me getting my butt whipped in Def Jam. That's what you saw.
I saw some pictures, man. Okay, I just saw pictures. I saw you playing Div Jam. I'm a big fan. I just need to ask you because I forgot, and I was a little kid back then. Do they have Ice Cube as well?
They don't have Ice Cube, but they have Ice T.
No. Okay.
Well, see, as far as video games go, I believe Ice T holds more weight, and I say that because he is a bonus character in a lot of the old school UFC games, a lot of fighting games.
Yeah.
So I mean, for him to be in this fighting game, it made a lot of sense to me. And
Yeah.
there's an option somewhere in the game in the story mode to where you have to choose between him and another character to be your partner in a fight. And I immediately went to Ice T.
Oh, so you mean Ice T, the MMA fighter?
No, Ice T, the actor, New Jack City, Law and Order, or SVU, whatever the hell show he
I
play
think
on.
I think I know him. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures later. But yeah, Ice T is my guy. I was wondering why they did not have Ice Cube because they have two of his group mates in the game, Dub C and Mac 10. They form a group called the West Side Connection. They
Yeah.
are both in the game, but
Man, they
Ice
had
Cube
Snoop
is not
Dogg,
in the
right?
game. And Snoop Dogg,
Oh my
yes.
God! Of all people, they had Snoopy.
Hmm. He was the
Unbelievable.
villain. Snoop Dogg was the villain.
Oh my God, he used to whip my ass, man.
And that was another thing about that. When I originally played it, like the game came out in 2004. So I can remember back then when I actually played it, when the original Xbox and the PlayStation, what, I guess 2 at the
Two, yeah,
time,
two, yeah,
yeah, was like the only consoles that we had. There was
yeah.
nothing beyond that. Snoop Dogg would whip the piss out of me. You would just to no end. I remember I took a whole day and a half just to beat Snoop Dogg. Now here we are in the year 2020, some odd years later. Fat Joe gave me the most trouble.
Uh huh.
Uh, and then to mention Ice T again, he gave me the most trouble.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo gave me the most trouble. But Snoop Dogg, like that,
Oh,
easy,
you,
easy.
you know,
One try,
yeah,
poof, he was gone.
yeah. You're doing the same thing that I'm doing right now because I've graduated, so it's like I've, I've probably finished the beginning of my whole life. So I'm going back to do some memories,
Mhm.
some blasts from the past. So I got the video games from BS2. If you remember, I think True Crime.
Yes, 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 I do.
I loved it, man. I loved it.
Because he had the little dog and everything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, and too many video games. Digimon Rumble Arena, if you know it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
played it with
familiar.
my friends, and dude, so many games. So that's why I'll hit you up so you can give me some names
Hmm.
because I'm looking for video games. I don't care if it's BS1. I still have BS1. I still play
Yeah,
Crash Bash
Crash
to
Bandicoot.
this day, man. To this day, yes, Bandicoot.
Yeah, I'm seriously contemplating right now
Yeah.
purchasing a PlayStation 2. And there is right now that I can think of only two games that are making me make this decision. One of them being NBA Street Volume 1.
Oh my God.
And and the significance of that game is that's them introducing Michael Jordan back into video games. Because previous to this, when they had a basketball game or whatever, and you played with the Chicago Bulls when Michael Jordan was still a basketball player,
Yeah.
it was Player 99 or Player 00.
Oh my God.
Michael Jordan was not licensed for any of those games. The
Yeah.
only games he was licensed for was Chaos in the Windy City on Super Nintendo, Jordan versus Bird way back on the regular Nintendo, and some other game that I can barely remember, but it was way back then. But
Yeah.
from what I can recollect, NBA Street Volume 1 was the reintroduction of Michael Jordan as an actual character in a actual basketball game.
How
So
about FIFA Street?
I enjoyed that.
I loved it, man.
I have right now. I have Volume 2 of NBA Street. I have
Yeah.
NFL Street Volume 2, but I don't have the FIFA one yet. I need to get that.
I love NFL
Hmm.
Street. The one
Yeah,
where they play in the beach and the
yeah.
backyard.
The beast.
It
Mhm.
it was amazing, man. You know, and when I tried to play it on BS4, so I had the old rules in the
Yeah.
book. So I was like attacking and stuff, and my cousin was telling me, "Dude, that's not the street one. That's the official one. That's where the big boys play. That's where you
Yeah.
need to, keep your distance. Don't jump on somebody. Don't try to push
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody, like the one in BS2." So when
Yeah.
I played the one in BS4, it was so realistic. Since
Yeah.
EA is doing it,
Yeah.
you know how good they are. So I loved it, and I had to learn the new rules. Since I'm
Mhm.
kind of having the street vibe rule book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so I was. It took me months to get used on it because I don't watch the sport. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
then I started watching the sport. So by the way, with all due respect, I don't like football. As to FIFA side, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
But hey, NBA,
Mhm.
NFL, UFC, WWE, that's it, man. That's the thing for me.
Word.
Yeah, I love all of them. I enjoy all of them. Specifically, if you want to beat somebody, okay, and you want to enjoy it, and you want to love it, and you want to feel like, oh my God, it helped me take out everything inside me. It gotta be
Yeah.
UFC.
Yeah. Exactly. I
Oh
love
my
that
God,
game.
bro.
The new one is out now, and I'm on the fence about it because I just bought some stuff, so I shouldn't be spending money. But that the UFC 4 game is out, and I want it so bad.
Man, the amount of realistic, damn, you know what in it is
Mm.
absolutely amazing. I remember when I teach my friend how to play it, we used to have some, challenges like, you know what, I
Mm.
dare you to beat me 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
So he used,
That's a lot of
yeah,
gameplay.
yeah. So he used to beat me like 5 times, 6 times, 7 times,
Mhm.
8 and 9. And when it comes to the 10th time, bam, I knock him out. We get back to zero, all sweaty, all wanting to beat each other like in real life.
Yeah.
And I take the same streak and same record, and I go to the ninth one, and bam, last fight, he knocks me out, even though his stamina is totally out of sight.
Hmm.
It was UFC is one of the best games that I've ever played.
Yeah, I mean, they have come a long way. I can remember the old games, the UFC Takedown. That's where I found Ice T in
Yeah,
there, and they also had Shaquille O'Neal on there as a
really.
playable character as
Yeah,
well. So yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with those games from that standpoint. I mean, they weren't too good back
yeah.
then, but now I mean, it looks like you're actually there at a real UFC fight, and just the controls. I mean, my.
Are you talking about the one in BS3?
um, I vaguely remember the ones on PS3. The ones I've only really like had hands on and played are the new ones, three, and I haven't got the new
No,
one yet,
because
but three and two.
here's the beginning of me playing UFC. I tried the demo that
Hmm.
I think it was UFC Takedown, and there was two guys. I can't remember the first guy, but he was Asian. The second guy, of course you know him, Shogun Rua.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I love that guy, man. I didn't even know at that time. I didn't even know Conor McGregor at that time.
Yeah.
So then I got to know the fighters in there.
I mean, how often do you watch the fights and everything?
Just the most talked about and most important ones. Like
Okay.
Conor and what's
Yeah, I
that?
got you.
That thin guy that he fought before, Nick, or what's his name?
Oh, don't get me lying to you or whatever
The
about
the one who
names or
has a
whatever. I
brother.
mean,
They're two brothers.
I'm pretty sure they all got a brother.
My brother, man. My brother.
My But I don't know. I can't recall because
Yeah.
I'll
I don't
be
know.
giving you the wrong. I'll give you bum
No, no, no.
scoop.
The tall, thin guy that he fought, and they had one of the baddest fights when I think he put him to sleep or knocked him out. I don't
Yeah, he choked him out.
exactly.
I know who he is, but I don't know
His name
who
is
he
Nick.
is. I mean, like if I seen a picture of him, I
Yeah,
know
his
who
name
he
is
is.
Nick with a K, but I don't know. That's his name, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, back to WWE.
Yeah, yeah, just choking him out.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, it's back to the wrestling
yeah.
and everything. Um, they started coming to Riyadh and everything, doing the Super Showdowns and all those shows and everything. I had the privilege of seeing a clip of you getting
Thank
interviewed
you.
by one of the staff members and
Thank you.
everything. So that's when I was amazed by your English
Thank
and
you, man.
everything. It was just like, whoa.
Yeah. Listen, you said Super Showdown, the show that I was front row at, and it was the time of my life. You know, I screamed like a little girl. I lost my exactly. Even worse, I lost my voice for God knows how long, maybe 3 or 4 days. I lost my voice, and it was look honestly, personally, I think the most organized, over the top show was the first one, Greatest Royal Rumble.
Mhm.
Although I wasn't in the front row,
Yeah,
I was way up there,
way in the back.
way in the back. I was behind the screens, man. I was so far away from the ring, but I enjoyed it. It had ladder matches, casket matches, steel cage, Royal Rumble, dude, everything you can ask for. Super Showdown had one of my favorite rivalries. Speaking of Triple H and Randy Orton, I love them both. Uh, Randy is the Viper. Triple H, as I like to call him, the Lion King. I call him the Lion King, by the way. Don't get me wrong. That's how I see him. I love their match. Uh, here's the shocker. I enjoyed Undertaker and Goldberg. Although you and so many of you did not love it, I enjoyed it. Are you there with me?
Huh?
I
What?
don't care, man. Look, I know what
Yeah.
you're
I
saying.
mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
look,
man. Mhm.
look, you gotta cut him some slack, okay? The guy,
Yeah, I
yeah.
understand. I
When
understand.
when you saw when I saw his documentary, I was feeling the feelings that he's been feeling. He said, "I don't
Hmm.
want to become a parody of myself" and all that. So it, I'm not trying to blame Goldberg, although he's a maniac when it comes to excitement. He knocks his head off and
Yeah,
doors and stuff.
he's just like real
Real
intense.
intense, man. He screwed up the whole
Mhm.
match. I was so sad of the end. By the way, that's the only bad thing that I didn't like when they ended with the choke slam. But I know there was
Yeah.
some butches. I get it. That's what they do when they come to
Yeah.
us. So they're flying from far away. They have to do some butches. You, you
Yeah.
know, it's a book now. It's a book. Remember Jinder
Yeah.
Mahal, Titus O'Neil, the funniest one, without a shadow of doubt, needs an Oscar. Okay, uh,
Yeah.
too many, man. Bobby Lashley, a lot of people they butched when they came.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the first or the last time.
Yeah. I know when
Yeah,
the Titus O'Neil one happened to slide under the ring, man, I swear I had that saved in my
yeah.
phone and I would just show it to everybody. I mean, people who I knew were not wrestling fans at all, I was like, dude, you have to see this.
Dude, my brother sent me this, and he doesn't watch wrestling, nor he give a damn. He,
Mhm.
nor he gives a damn. I should say, but he sent me that tape or that video or everything. He keeps sending me on YouTube, on Snapchat. It's like he's telling me, "Is that work?" Or I go like, "No, it's not. It's for real." Remember Corey? How he lost it? Oh
Mhm.
my god! By the way, Corey is one of the most underrated commentators that I
Mhm.
love and respect.
Mhm. Yeah, I do
I
enjoy him
enjoy
as
him
well.
so much. To what the other commentators miss, even way back, they miss being realistic. I like it when
Mhm.
he. That's what I respect about it. Let's say Undertaker and Goldberg. So Undertaker was going for a tombstone, trying to carry Goldberg, and he fell on him.
Mhm.
If you were Corey Graves, you won't go, oh, mute. No. What would he say? He would go like, Undertaker didn't get the half of it. He didn't get the half of it. He would do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like trying to
Yeah,
help the wrestler.
you play with the
He
situation. Yeah, you play with the
exactly.
situation. You try to make it better than what it
That's what I
is.
respect about it. And to my arch enemy, with all due respect, I don't know if you like him or not, Byron, man. Oh my
Are you
God.
go? Oh, Byron. He's an acquired taste. I mean, I'm not completely against him, but he could be better.
Thank you. You got my point.
Funny story. Yeah, funny story
Yeah.
about that. WrestleMania, because we they don't number them no more, but I think it might have been 32. That was the one in Dallas, the big
Texas.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
The yeah, the women's match
Triple
for the
threat.
women's title. That's yeah. So I was there for that. Prior to WrestleMania, I think like the day before or 2 days
Yeah.
before, WWE and Hired Heroes they had a job fair for veterans, which I'm a military
Yeah.
member. I'm retired
Yeah.
and everything. Appreciate it. Um, I got the opportunity to go to that job fair hosted by WWE and Hired Heroes. So Stephanie McMahon was like a guest speaker. Byron Saxton was there, and uh, freaking who was there? Damian
Oh, okay.
Sandow, Eva Marie, and what's the girl? The Funkadactyl, Cameron. All the ones that I've mentioned that who are not there except for Byron Saxton anymore.
Yeah.
But the thing about Byron Saxton,
Unfortunately, though,
I'm in.
with all due respect, anyways,
Yeah, I'm going to the
yeah.
restroom. I'm using the bathroom, and I'm in there, and he just come in there, and he come not the stall next to me because that would have been awkward as hell, but the one
Yeah.
over, and you use the bathroom, in there washing hands and everything, and like I seen him there, and I was like, hey, this is the guy I see on TV, and I wanted to talk to him, but I had my dick in my hand, so I mean that's kind of awkward,
You won't check his hands. Yeah.
yeah, So I washed my hands. I waited till we was out of the bathroom and clean and
Yeah.
everything, and then I was like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm Rob and everything. I introduced myself, and it's like, I wanted to say something in the bathroom, but I felt that was highly inappropriate. He's like, "Oh, it's cool." I was like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" And I got a picture with him. I got a picture with Damian Sandow and everything. And we had a little bit of small talk. He's like, "Oh, so you're in the military?" Yeah, yeah, chitter chatter and all that. So to me, on a personal
Yeah.
level, he's a cool dude. But on TV,
Eh,
that's
let's not
Let's
go there.
let's.
Let's not go there,
Yeah,
Rob.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
as to personal level, let's talk about Fandango. Okay,
Mhm.
I met the guy. I saw him here when they came. That was like 5 years ago in a local show for Jeddah, our city.
Yeah.
So they at that same day they were at Fitness Time, the gym. So being the fan, the loyal fan that I am, I stalked them early
Mhm.
morning. Okay, and I stopped my car. I was listening to music, waiting for them to show up. Because it's their time that the, the time that they will train. So at first I found Seamus.
Mhm.
I couldn't find any opportunity to slip in and say hi or anything, and I skipped him. I missed him actually. And then there was Curtis Axel.
Mhm.
Yeah. By the way,
I
Curtis
wonder.
Axel
Yeah.
knows me. He knows my face. Every time I see
Mhm.
him, I go like Axelmania, and he laughs and he says, so he knows me now.
Well, like, just not to cut you off,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like with him, I wonder what he's gonna do now because he's no longer with the company anymore, and then that 90 days no compete thing is over. You see a lot of people popping up in TNA, oh, well, not TNA, Impact, and
Yeah.
AEW now, and all kind of stuff. But I mean, we haven't heard nothing from him, so I wonder if he's just gonna kind of take a seat for a little while, come out later, or I'm just kind of curious about that.
Since his dad. Oh no, that's okay. That's kind of the same situation with some people that
Hmm.
went over there
Hmm.
and they have their, God rest his soul, dad in the WWE. So he might go to the other promotions. That's what I think. That's better for him. Maybe he needs
Hmm.
other promotions now. Since the guy has a very low attention on his career.
Hmm.
He's not getting any. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The guy is known because his dad is Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Curtis Axelmania gimmick didn't last. I don't know, maybe 6 months, 5 months. I'm the one who made
Yeah.
it last 5 months. That's it. So back to the story. I found, and the last guy that showed up was Fandango, and he got out of the car, and he had man, magnificent tattoos on
Mhm.
his
Yeah.
legs. I didn't know because he used to wear long
Yeah, you
tights.
wear the long tights and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Fandango. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of any of the guys that I told you about.
Hmm.
Seamus, man, I can hug the guy, no problem. The other guys are like, okay, nice to see you. That's it. Thank God I saw some of you. You know.
Hmm.
So Fandango crossed by, and I was waving, and I was saying, "Hey, Fandango, can I take it? Can I get a picture?" And I came again, and I asked him, "Can I get a picture?" And then there was a security guard beside him, and he touched the security guard, telling him, pointing at me, telling him like, "Take him out of here."
Mm.
So I was like, "Damn! If the Undertaker did that for me, I'll understand it. I won't
Yeah.
be mad. But you, with all due respect, you of all people." And I hated the guy ever since. Here's another guy that I liked and respected, although he was so exhausted when I saw him. Man, he had black eyes since he was awake for a very long time. Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
I saw him in UAE where they had the show at 2015. Yeah, man, I've been to all the shows in the Middle East, all the shows, except of
Word.
course, with all due respect to my younger self, I didn't go to the one show in 2016 for SmackDown. I think it was in UAE as well, and the last one, Super Showdown, the one where Goldberg faced the Fiend.
Hmm.
By the way,
So
the
you
Fiend,
those.
big fan. Loved him
Yeah, I like
since
him.
day
I like
one,
him too.
man. Since day one, I believed in him. I swear to God.
So, so this is the dilemma that we're in right now.
Yeah,
Because I thoroughly enjoy the Fiend. Matter of fact, you the lucky one because you like on my screen where I'm recording, you are in the Universal title belt right now, so you get to wear the last belt the Fiend held. But
yeah.
like we're at an impasse right now. We got Braun Strowman and we got the Fiend, and I like them both, and I don't want any of them to lose.
That's
So
the shocking thing. I think you and me both are the only ones that love Braun Strowman. I don't know if you noticed, but people are starting to hate the guy.
yeah,
Nobody wants more of him. They went all like, "That's it, stop it." Okay, Big Show version 2. That's it. Bye bye. Go back to being, I don't know, a honey bear or something. That's it. Your time is up. I swear to God, nobody likes him. And even on social media, I scroll down and I find people cursing at him and saying, "Oh my God, he's not doing anything with the title." And I go like, "Dude, he's doing something with the title at
yeah,
least." I know he
yeah,
won in a weird fashion against Goldberg.
yeah.
By the way, I hate Braun's new finisher. With all due respect
Mhm.
to British Bulldog, but I hate it. He needs more effective, more kind of a
Yeah,
giant finisher.
yeah,
I don't
a
know.
slam, a crash, or something like
I
that.
don't
Not
know. A
just a like.
knockout brings a car and crashes it to his opponent. I don't give a damn. He needs a
You talking
finisher.
WWE All Stars now?
Yeah, he needs a finisher that fits his giant self, just like Big
Hmm.
Show. When Big Show knocks out somebody, man, I lose my shit with all due respect. But
Hmm.
I go with Braun Strowman and he does the power slam. Even when he does it 10 times, it's not a, it's, it doesn't have its
It
effect
doesn't
on
have that
me.
weight to it. Yeah.
It's not. You remember his match with Goldberg? It was like he's putting some bags, on the ring.
Let me put this pillow over here
Yeah,
real
so
quick.
the
This.
first one, he dropped him. And then he got him again and dropped him. It's like he's dropping some grocery bags. So I didn't.
that's a that's some heavy groceries, by the way.
It's it. Look, I love Goldberg. His finisher is one of the finishers that scares the hell out of me when he does it.
Mhm.
You know. But Braun needs a new finisher, just like Roman Reigns needs a manager. I've said it for 5 years. He needs a Paul Heyman.
Mhm.
Please, no more
Have you,
microphone. Not
yeah,
to
have you
hate on the
seen?
guy. Not to hate on the guy. He's good. He's good. He can be. Here's a spoiler. No pun intended to Paul Heyman. Spoiler. Okay. He can be the next John Cena. He
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Mhm.
But his problem is John can speak. John can do promos. You can't do promos. You're a
Yeah.
powerhouse. Okay.
Mhm.
John is also a powerhouse, but he's not much of a powerhouse as you. As well, John can do a promo. You can do a promo, but not as much as John Cena.
Yeah.
That's the point. So he needs a Paul
Mhm.
Heyman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm 50-50 on that. I'm
Yeah,
not totally against it, and I'm kind of with it at the same time. What I think he needs, not so much a
yeah,
manager, but a group around him, kind of like how the Shield was. And then I kind of feel like with his status now,
yeah.
he could have a group and be the lead of it, but he don't have to have all the speaky parts.
Exactly, man. Do you know when I really was disgusted by the guy? Remember his rivalry with Sheamus 5 years
Was
ago?
suffering succotash.
No, not that one. That's another whole. That's. I don't know what to say about that. That's another thing. I was actually having a straight face and going, okay, Seth, can you take the mic? You know?
Yeah.
So, no, I'm talking about the one where he was talking to Sheamus, I think during a promo. Sheamus at that time was there for, I don't know, 6 years? 6 years, yeah,
Mhm.
since 2009, officially. So Roman was talking to Sheamus. I don't know if that's a kind of a street hood kind of vibe when he looked at him and he said, uh, I think you should learn this from me, son. I didn't like
Yeah.
the son.
Yeah.
It felt like you're the son, not Seamus.
Yeah.
Seamus is the daddy for you. Seamus is the one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Seamus is
he's the
your daddy.
veteran. He's been there longer. Yeah. I mean, he
That's
has
my
the more
point.
skill,
So
the
I
know-how.
felt,
Yeah.
yeah, disrespect for Seamus. I don't know how he was okay with it, But
Hmm.
Golden Shuffle, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, a lot of we was just talking about this not too long
yeah,
ago. We was talking about things that could have been and whatnot, and we were saying that I mean they kind of played with the idea for a little while, but having the Usos around him and
amazing.
maybe even Nia Jax or Tamina, and I was just like that whole Samoan squad
Yes,
together, and we thought that would be a really good
yes.
stable. But I mean, it could
I like
work.
the idea of Nia Jax. You know,
Yeah.
they can lower the heat that both of them have. You know,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure you know that people also hate Nia Jax.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
Butchy
understand.
woman.
Hmm.
I don't feel the same way. Here's my problem with Nia. Okay, it's a
Hmm.
very slight problem. That's
Hmm.
where I blame like you said before, the technology.
Hmm.
Okay, developing. And when she goes on Instagram
Yes.
and she does some videos
Hmm.
dancing and going around Lana and Natalia and all those people, I go like, oh damn, that's not the monster that I see on TV.
Yeah.
That's where I hated Nia Jax. Example for one that should teach them, with all due respect, Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
I swear to God, every time she talks, I get intimidated. I,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
they should learn from her, man. They should stop the whole social media. I get it. The only person in this universe that deserves social media is the Undertaker. Because, he's
Well,
done it all, man. He's been wearing
yeah.
black for more than 30 years. Let him breathe. About
Hmm.
Naya and the other girls, you guys haven't been here for, I don't know, 10 years, even less, 5 maybe? And you're
Hmm.
using Instagram to loving each other and XOs and XOs. So that's what I hate about social media regarding wrestling. And I hate spoilers, man.
Oh, yeah.
I hate spoilers.
Uh, not a fan. Not a fan.
I hate it to my guts. And here's a spoiler that happened to me, and you will feel sorry for me that
Hmm.
it got spoiled for me. The only greatest match that I've ever seen got spoiled on me, which is Undertaker and Triple H, Hell in a Cell, end of an era.
Oh man, we was talking about that match not too long ago as well. I was saying that should have been the true retirement of the Undertaker. That should
Exactly.
have been
I agree.
when.
I agree. 100%. I agree. And he doesn't have to lose the streak. It was
Hmm.
2012. People are freaking out like it's the end of the world, as they say, as they used to say back at that time. So it's
Yeah.
time for him to retire, because remember WrestleMania 30 when he lost to Brock.
Yeah. Could have retired there too, but
Yeah, there he is again. I have no problem seeing him on, I don't know, on his crotch or anything. I don't care. I just need to see him. That's fine by me. I'm not hating on him coming back as an
Mhm.
old man, but that's not the point. The point is when he lost to Brock, there was there were two other matches, two main events. The women match where AJ Lee was the champion. I think the Battle Royal or elimination match after his match. And then there was the main event where Daniel Bryan was in the triple threat. I
Yeah.
swear to God, that entire time I was having a straight face till the end of the video. Till the video stopped. I was like silent. because of the streak, you know. So
Yeah.
I know that Daniel Bryan had his moment, had his closure, had his whatever, and people were screaming and chanting. I was like, I'm still, I don't know, man. I don't give a damn. I'm still with the Undertaker. He lost the streak. I remember my brother was beside me. And he was hitting me like, dude, Daniel Bryan, you love Daniel Bryan, right? He got the title. And I'm still like this. No, man, but the Undertaker lost. Anyways, so it was a bad day for all of us. But it should have
Well,
been the retirement. As you
yeah,
said,
that
the end of an era was supposed to be the end of the Undertaker.
should have been.
Should have been. Should have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine by me. I can see him for 10 more years. No problem.
Well, I mean, good for you then. I'm just like, to your point,
Yeah.
and I say this time and time again when I talk shit about the Undertaker.
Oh,
I will not fault a man, a human being, for coming and providing for his family and taking care of himself and his responsibilities. I would never fault a man for that. But dude, go the fuck home. It's just like you done had hip surgeries, you done had near scares in the ring.
yeah.
It's just like enough of this shit. Pretty please. I respect you, but you're making me lose it. If you keep dragging it out like this. I'm just like, you've done enough for me. You've been wrestling as long as I've been a wrestling fan, and I
Yeah.
have that, that with you. But like,
Yeah.
just let it go, dude. Let it go.
Yeah. Here's what I'm proposing. I don't know if you watched some of my videos. I made a promo for him,
Hmm.
which he needs a closure. I know what he's trying to do. You
That
heard it from him.
yeah,
That's really true.
that last one, that just the awesome one, befitting of the Undertaker.
Yes. Here's what I'm proposing, and I hope he gets to hear it. Face Kane.
That's yes.
Face your brother, man. We can find a
I said,
scenario.
see, like before the whole streak thing
Yeah.
happened, before he lost, this was my dream scenario. You can say it's cheesy or however you want to take it.
Yeah.
But my dream scenario was he would face Kane in his last match, and it would be a buried alive match. And somehow, some way, they both fall into the grave together,
Oh my God.
and that's the end of it. You don't see him again after that. It'll be done. The dirt fall down on
That's
it, and
so
it's
amazing,
over.
man.
That's what I wanted.
That's so amazing. That's a movie scenario, and I freaking love it. Because here's what I thought. I thought do a last match. I don't know. I don't care. Do 2 out of 3. I don't give a damn. Just do a closure for you both. The both of you needs a closure. Kane needs a closure.
Yes, he
Taker needs
does.
a closure. By the way, I would have loved to see Kane 2015 face Undertaker. Remember his physique back then.
Yeah.
It was amazing, but now I need them to face each other. That's it. No more Goldbergs, no more Stings, no more dream matches. That's it.
That ship has sailed. I'm done with that.
That's it. That's it. Just have a match with your brother, okay? And ride off to the sunset. That's it. That's all we need, man. It's good for you and good
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah. What I would have even accepted currently if that was the end all be all. This is what I would have accepted. You wouldn't have heard me complain. You wouldn't have heard me bitch about nothing. If they did a tag team run together, him and Kane,
Of
Brothers
course.
of Destruction.
Of course.
They run through. They freaking. I would even allow them to win the titles, the tag titles.
Sure, of course.
And then,
They have to, man.
Then they lose by some nefarious means. They fall out, and that's what starts their feud with each other. Then it culminates in the buried alive match. They fall in the grave,
At
dirt fall down.
WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Buried
And
alive at
boom.
WrestleMania. That never happened.
See?
So, I mean, they've done a casket match, but I mean, a Better Than
Yeah.
Life. It never happened. So that's a good idea. But that was my scenario for Orton and Edge.
Yeah.
So when I saw Edge coming back and looking at
I was there for
Randy,
that.
really,
I was at the Royal Rumble when it was
you
here,
got to be
and I
kidding me.
saw it. Dog, I lost my shit. My like this is my shit, and I lost it.
Oh my God, man. Look, I have a friend. I think you noticed him. He was behind me with the long hair while
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing. Yeah, he's. I don't know what to say, but he's in love with Edge.
Mhm.
He loves him to death. You know, sometimes he goes all like, "Man, if you would kill me, I'll die happily." If Edge would come
well,
to Saudi and has a match with anybody, I don't give a damn, and he kills me after the match, I'll die restfully. I don't give a damn. I won't do anything. Man, he loves him. He has the long hair. He has the t-shirts. He has everything. So my scenario was at the Royal Rumble. I said, okay, how about we do the same scenario like you said? Put them as a tag team,
Mhm.
win the titles to elevate the tag team division, and then lose them. And that where the scenario comes as to you lost your shit. You're not the Edge that I know before. You're not the Edge of
yeah,
bam RKO, bam spear. I don't give a damn, you know. But the scenario that they've done, you have to give it to them. It was
Mhm.
good, you know. Edge, Randy telling Edge, you were there for me. I was there for you, your wife,
yeah.
and look, Randy is on fire, man. You can't
Mhm.
ignore, you can't ignore that, you know. Man, I remember. So here's two spoilers that happened for me in the past 2 weeks. I saw a picture of him RKOing, no, low blowing Ric Flair,
Yeah.
and I read the topic because as much as my eyes are small, I can catch the topics in a blink of an eye. So I saw the low blow. I saw them writing Randy punts Ric Flair. So I was like, oh damn, that guy never stops. And then last Monday night, I saw the picture of him RKOing Shawn Michaels
Hmm.
and punting Shawn Michaels. So I was like, damn, that SOB is never gonna stop. I think he's gonna RKO his mom if he has to. He doesn't give a damn. I mean, he's done it for his father, I guess.
His dad, yeah,
Yeah,
Bob Orton,
yeah.
RKO'd him on a car, I think.
No, I think that was Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I'm thinking about the video game. I know he RKO'd him he RKO'd his dad on a car in one
Yeah,
of
I
those
think
wrestling games.
29 or no 2009 or
I think
2010.
so. One of them. I remember that, but he did do it
Yeah,
to his father in real life too on the show. But I'm thinking about the car in the game.
yeah. I remember. I'm a big fan of video games. By the way, I'm a long time gamer. I told you. I think you lost
Mhm.
your shit when I told you about Div Jam because I know
Yeah.
not many people play that game. But me and my brother were so crazy about Div Jam. You know, wrestling as well. I have all the video games from 2000 till 2019 because I'm trying to get the special version of 2020 where they have the
Mhm.
signatures of Edge because my crazy friends wants it because it's Edge
Yeah,
after
exactly.
all. So we're trying to order it from outside. So I have all the video games. I enjoy every 2K, although I hate 2K because they're showing that they don't give a damn about the product. They just
Mhm.
want to push a product. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I know you have two. I know you have the NBA. That's what kills me. You know, when you compare
Yeah.
2K, WWE 2K20 and NBA 20. Man,
Cause,
look at
cause
NBA.
like, yeah, cause like NBA, like every 20 minutes, I mean, there's an update for the game. I mean, they're updating rosters, they updating hairstyles.
Yeah,
They doing tweaks and performances and all kind of other crazy shit. But when it comes to the WWE games, motherfuckers got to get on their knees and beg and plead, like, Lord, Lord, please, can I get a skin pack or something, a T-shirt upgrade or something? Can you make the hair physics work?
Yeah, and here's what pissed me off. 2 days ago, I found a post of them saying that, oh, we did I think a patch for the online on 2K19.
19, yeah.
What the
And they
hell
said
is
they're still
this?
going to support. Yeah, they said they're still going to support 19 until
Because
the
they
next
know
2K game come out. Yeah,
because they know that 2K20 is nothing. It's not on the
you could
card. It's not
no.
in the work. So that's it.
I,
Yeah.
I have 2K20 in the other room right now, inside my ottoman, and it has never been inside this Xbox ever. It's just been
Really?
sitting in there,
Yeah.
you know. But that's neither here or there.
Yeah. That's right.
I'm kind of excited about their new game that they're doing. The what's
Battleground.
the Battlegrounds. I'm kind of
Coming next
excited about
month.
that because
Yeah. It's coming next month. Yeah.
it reminds me of WWE All Stars, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Oh, it's so good, man. I still have it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would, and I wish they did more with that. But I mean, it looks like this is a new incarnation of that. So I might wind up getting it.
Yeah. Here's an underrated game for WWE. I don't know if you heard of it. Crush Hour.
Oh, the cars, the monster trucks.
I loved it, man. I don't care if it's a ripoff of what's the name of that game? The one that has a I don't know, man. Of course, you know it. It's I don't know. Twisted Metal.
Oh, Twisted Metal. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if Crush Hour was a ripoff of Twisted Metal. I enjoyed it. I don't know because because I love wrestling, but I still have it to this day.
Till this day.
Yeah, I think you know the video that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I do.
Anyways, since it's 5:40, if you have something to say regarding Ring It Top 5, I wish that I can have you on the show. I'm still working on this studio and all.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of a beginner. You know, I'm finding out some weird shit at YouTube. They got some tricky old shit, man. It's like I remember I played the Lion King music at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they
copyright. Yeah.
I just put the scream at the beginning. I just, for God's sakes, I just put non-Savenia and that's it. And they still copyright it.
Exactly. Yeah, shit. I was playing Def Jam.
Yeah.
And if you know the game, it is a hip-hop eccentric game.
Yeah.
And I got a copyright strike because I was playing game music from the game. And I was like, really? So every time I do a stream with the game, I have to go into the options and turn the music volume all the way down and turn the sound effects up so I don't get copyright strikes and shit.
Oh my God, yeah. Or you have to play with the sounds and the resolution and stuff, and it's, you know, if the WWE logo is here, it has to be here or there, so you can be normal to Their Highness YouTube.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my God, man. So you know, I've done 3 episodes of the show. I know it's all Arabic, so I'll try to explain it to you. Maybe you tried to look at it and then said, "Oh no, I'm not doing this. It's Arabic. I don't know what the hell is that."
I mean, you had some English parts in it or whatever, so I just
there was an interview, with my friend. Yeah. I would love to have an interview with you if you want to, and I would love actually to have a part 2 of this conversation since the appointment is coming and cutting us off. So as to the show, I've done 3 episodes. I'm still working on the studio behind me and another one, so I can have, you know, the space that I need.
Another one.
Yes. I'm having another one, man.
Yeah. And then so I mean, obviously wrestling triggered, you know, this idea, but like what made you actually say, all right, I'm gonna do it?
Good question, man. Okay, let me give my angle since I'm sweaty and stuff. Anyways, So here's the thing. Uh, Back in 2018, I was at college.
Hmm.
So, and I kept looking at YouTube, and I found some, let's say, Arabic YouTubers,
Hmm.
and they're talking about wrestling. And no disrespect intended, but they're missing out the names, they're misspelling the names, mispronouncing the names, mispronouncing the shows, the scenarios. I'm not going to say any names, but they know
Yeah,
it
yeah.
themselves. They go to a point, with all due respect, I'm not disrespecting anybody, but if you are trying to invest in a product that you love, try to learn it, man. That's it. That's all you got to do. Or don't show something that you don't own,
Hmm.
you know? So they go to a point, Rob, instead of saying, that's a just small example, instead of saying that, let's say, Brock has the championship, okay? They will go like, Brock, when Brock wins, they will go like, okay, Brock will win the WWE champion.
Yeah, I get you.
That
So I
here's the
mean,
problem. I
you
try I tried to direct them with messages like,
yeah,
dude, that's not the way to say it.
yeah, yeah. I got
They
you.
keep saying it to this day.
Till this day.
Man, I don't know what to do. I'm pissed off every time I hear it. I close the
Yeah.
video. Brock is not a championship. He's a champion that carries the championship. A championship is a subject. I don't know what to say. That's what pisses me off. So back to the story. So I kept looking at them. I kept looking at their studio and their
Hmm.
effort, and I said, actually, it wasn't me. It was my friend, the Edge guy. Okay, it was
Yeah, yeah.
beside me, and he went on like, "Let me do it in your style, okay?
Mm.
I'll be Rob, okay?
Okay.
In his,
Very well.
let me try to do you, okay?
Okay. Go ahead.
Man, how could you not do that? You know, you can pull that off. Come on, man."
All right.
He told
All
me
right.
that.
I give you points for that. I give you points for that.
I don't know if I done it right, but I'm trying to do the accent. Anyways, so he told me, "You can do that. You can have the studio." I told him, "No, dude, I'm still in college.
Yeah.
I'm still not ready physically, emotionally, everything, mentally." He said, "Dude, stop with the drama. You have a wall, you have a brain, you have knowledge about WWE, you have English. Just do it.
Hmm.
Just do it."
Yep.
So that's where I started thinking about Ringy. By the way, the name wasn't Ringy. It was too many names. All right, you
Yeah.
have to get to the last name, which is Ringy Top Five,
Hmm.
as I would say. So, um, and then I started writing at the notes of my iPhone some ideas. I didn't have the idea at first. I was just throwing ideas that I might talk about in a video. So, without any exaggeration, I have reached 500 ideas,
Hmm.
literally 500 ideas.
Sheesh.
That happened in 2 years, to be honest. It didn't happen
Okay.
overnight. So every time my brain opens up, because, dude, I watch wrestling daily,
Mm.
I have to see a ring daily, specifically WWE and only, okay?
Mhm.
So and when 2020 came, and a lot of shit happened in 2020. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I was like,
It's
dude,
still happening.
still happening, man. We're still dying. We're still
Mhm.
affected. I went on like, I told him, you know what? I think I can get the hang of it. Let's do that. So he gave me the camera, by the way, 2 years ago, trying to push me to do it. He gave me the camera, gave me the equipment, and he said, "Just do it, man. You just need a wall, and that's it. Look at the guys." That's what makes me happy, really, about the product in Saudi. Some of the guys we have, some of them are my friends. They have Rob. They have 800,000 followers.
Hmm.
That's nearly to a million, and they're talking about wrestling. 800,000. So that's a lot, talking about wrestling. And Saudi. Because, the most famous sport is football in Saudi.
Yeah. Football.
Football, yeah. Yeah. Running and
Yeah.
shooting and all of that. So
Yeah.
that's where I said, dude, just do it, man. I mean, look, it's like I'm doing a promo, okay? Let's say I'm a
Hmm.
wrestler, okay? Trying to shoot on the other wrestlers, okay?
Hmm.
So what I'm about to say is, okay, you got your shows and all. Some of you got to commentating team officially. Salute to that, okay? But I know I have a knowledge that I need to invest in. And I know, with all due respect, I'm not trying to brag, but it's way bigger knowledge than yours. From
Yeah.
what I saw. From what
From
I
what you
saw.
saw, yeah.
Because
I got you.
they give me the feeling of, yeah, they give me the feeling of, look, Faisal, Faisal, me, as in me, okay? They would say, we love wrestling, but we don't really need it. So if they went out of business, we're just going to get back to football.
Yeah.
That's fine. We don't need a ring anyways. So that's the difference between me and them, with all due respect. So that's what I'm trying to work on. I'm not trying to reach a million followers. I just need to have followers,
Hmm.
no matter how many of them. So as to Ring It Top 5, hopefully will get to its peak and its magnificence that I'm building inside.
Okay.
So I'm trying to, I'm doing baby steps now,
Yeah.
you know. I'm kind of learning the YouTube world. I remember my
Same. Same.
it's tough,
I
man.
mean,
It's
podcasting and YouTubing is like totally different or whatever. So
exactly.
it's just
So
like I've been doing the podcast part for like a little over 4 years. So I feel like I got a good grasp on that. But going into
yeah,
this YouTube and Twitch and all this other shit, I'm like, oh boy.
yeah. Even my friend, the one that I made interview with in my channel on YouTube, he went on like before we were shooting. I was wearing a Friends T-shirt, okay, and he said, "Don't you think that you need to cover that up?" I said, "Why? It's Friends, dude. Everybody loves Friends, right?" And I'm happy and all. And he said, "Welcome to the world of YouTube, Faisal. You're gonna get copyrighted. Cover that up right now." I said, damn it, I'm gonna cover it up. So it's tough. Trust me, YouTube is not easy. Their intelligence in reviewing the videos is over the top. They will look for any damn stinky
Oh,
mistake.
I know. I just recorded a wrestling episode with a couple of my friends,
Yeah,
and I showed like a tenth of a second of Monday Night Raw,
yeah,
and I got copyright for that
exactly.
shit. And I was
Yeah,
just like, God, how did they know? I mean, it was like over an hour and some change of us just talking about wrestling, and that was just like a small sliver somewhere in the middle, and it was just like, gotcha, copyright.
so here's your two options: show pictures or don't show any videos.
Yeah, I
Or
learned that.
show some videos and play with the sounds. That will help you. I've tried this. The
Very well.
first episode has a lot of copyrights violations, a lot, but it didn't get deleted because I played with the sounds. I fast forwarded it or made it slow motion a
Yes.
little bit. Yeah,
Slow
so
it
that
down
will
or speed
help
it
you
up. Yeah.
because I don't know if you know this, but the system that looks up on you, it's a system. It's not an actual guy. It's an intelligence system. So it will catch the 1 second that you'll put for Monday Night Raw. It will catch it immediately. So it's different from if there was a guy. Sometimes believe it or not, sometimes there is a guy watching your videos trying to look for some copyrights. And if you're lucky,
I need a couple of those guys then. Maybe I get some views on my videos.
but here's the good thing. They'll hook you up. They'll leave the video. If they're good guys, if they're bad guys, they'll delete it immediately. And they would tell you the reason. They would tell you, dude, you put The Lion King, you put Braun Strowman, theme song, Big Show's, Undertaker, the bike of Undertaker, and rolling, the sound of the bike, they will go to that level. I swear to God. Yeah. So it's a tough world to be in, but hopefully we'll get to what we want. And since we're 5 minutes away, I just want to say thank you, Mr. Rob. I know you were supposed to be the one that ends the interview. I'll let you have it. Okay?
No, you doing everything that you're supposed to. Because I was just gonna simply say, well, since you have to go, let everybody know where they can find you on social media before you leave.
Okay. Specifically on social media, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, or maybe Snapchat. All the usernames are Ringy Top 5 with number 5, not 5. The word. Yeah. So it's number 5. That's where they can find it. On the bottom of
your screen.
I guess. I don't know if you're gonna put.
I'm letting you know I put it there already.
Okay. okay. You can go to Ringy Top 5. Anyways, so as for you, Rob, I don't know if you're gonna record this or not, but I hope to do a part 2, since you're a movies guy, TV shows guy. Salute to you. And by the way, I love me some Texas.
All right. I kind of like it. I just live here.